Hi Scorpio, welcome back. Those of you who are new, welcome to the Blue Star Energy Tarot with Cindy. I'm glad you're here. Today we're working on energies of November, moving into December, the last month of 2024. It's been a challenge, to say the least lately. The energy's been, in the beginning of the month, it was like cracking, crackling, crumbling. The bubble has been bursted, but there was a release with that. And since there's been a number of triggers, I did a reading on triggers. If you find yourself being triggered with things, please do go take a look at that. It'll be of use for you. We're doing 4 cards. Scorpio, we are using the Grand Lux Tarot, and we'll use clarifiers by the Tarot of Dreams. Bottom of the deck is a King of Wands. Scorpio. That's pretty powerful stuff there, actually. Okay, Scorpio, what do we have for you today? It looks like we have, from a broad sense, wands. Lots of wands. Wands is our passion, moving on a continuum in a particular path, experience. I look at wands as the spiritual gift of journey, whereby we can learn something and grow and bring ourselves to our own illumination, our balance, if you will. There's a sense of distortion here. We have these 2 wands is the 11, bringing things into the balance. And then when we add the next 4 wands, it creates a distortion. Outside of looking at what each face card is, it is this play, this observation of understanding yourself and how you interpret your experiences. And this 3 of Swords really does play into that it can create the distortions. Let me explain to you how I come up with distortions. These 3 wands added up together comes to the 15, which is the Devil card. The Devil card is about our restrictions, how we restrict ourselves from moving along on that path, on that continuum. And here we have the mind, how we interpret things, how we see ourselves, the sorrow, the shame, the guilt. Things like that keep us entrapped in our own selves, not allowing us to step forward freely. It restricts us. When in fact, when we release that, we flow quite nicely. We come into balance. And then we could celebrate our victories, if you will. Celebrate the journey as resonating with you, lifting you up, giving what you need, what you desire even. The 3 of Wands here speaks of an opportunity that it's an action card. It is about you stepping into being proactive in working towards whatever goals you have, whatever dreams you have even. You see here, we have 2 wands here, and we have 1 wand here. It looks like he's holding on to that wand. These two wands is the two of wands, where you come up and you have your single wand that he's holding, and it's an idea, it's a thought, it's a new creative light, if you will, within you. And then the two of wands is about you making the conscious choice to move in that direction. And then the three of wands is actually taking both your decision and the thing that has sparked your attention and moving towards putting them together, taking action towards whatever that is. You searching for the answers and putting those pieces together, being proactive in that. Does that make sense? You see that ship? It looks like the wind is blowing towards this man, like the ship is coming in. I feel like this may be a dream, personal dream of yours, but it doesn't have to be that grand. It could just be anything that you are wanting to design and put forth in your life, wanting to take action and focus in your life. Here we have the Eight of Wands. That's really quick moving action. And you know, Cyril Machete, when he did this deck, look at the perspective he gave. It looks like those wands are coming out of the sun. And it's like what you're dreaming for, what you're wishing for, working towards, you are attracting energy in that. And I suspect just by actively stepping into it and learning about it, that in itself creates this energy of attraction. And movement. The Eight of Wands is about movement. Fast moving movement at that. Eight of Wands speaks of messages. Don't be surprised if you have an aha moment, if you will. Don't be surprised if you find yourself doing something completely different, and then all of a sudden something comes to your mind that pertains to what you're trying to do, or somebody outside of your experience brings you something that you can utilize in that. And when that transpires, there will be a balance, because these two cards together is the 11, the Justice. It does feel like you're bringing, you're manifesting, I can't talk. You are manifesting something. You are bringing something to fruition. It may very well be in the super early stages, or at least that was in the recent past. And an idea, a thought, a call, something transpired that came towards you that brought that whole thing into balance. You feel more balanced, Scorpio. Perhaps, you know, when I was trying to figure out who am I going to do a reading for, I kept hearing deep dive, deep dive, deep dive. And maybe that's the point, Scorpio. You wander off and take a deep dive, which you're really super comfortable in. And what comes towards you is very quick moving, energy that helps you to build whatever it is that you're attempting to build. It feels really balanced. It feels like, it feels nurturing. It feels centered. It feels like you are you are very pleased that you gave yourself permission to go down that road, to move in that direction. Next, we have the Three of Swords. And of course, we all know what the Three of Swords is, right? It's pain, it's despair, it's that aspect of ourselves where we are in conflict with our emotions and our minds, how we're thinking. Or never mind how, or what we're focusing our mental aspects on. And that in itself, I was talking about the distortions, and our minds can do that. If we think negatively, if you will, if we think we are sad, if we perceive ourselves as these sad, helpless creatures, then what we attract to us is sad, helplessness, despair. This energy that's moving towards you, Scorpio, feels incredibly beautiful. And perhaps that's what you're working out here, because quite frankly, Scorpio, making the choice to understand how you think, how to release emotions that create conflict and restrictions within us is huge. Huge. And you're pretty deep, Scorpio. You get it. You know that you like those dark places. And maybe that's what you're looking at, that you want to shed some light on it. What I see here is you crawling out of that darkness and celebrating, because we have the Four of Wands here. You taking what you're building, changing your vibration, attracting more of what you need, and actively participating in that. And then you can celebrate and become stronger for this experience. 1 second, please. Sorry about that, Scorpio. My husband needed my attention. While I was sitting here, I was thinking to myself, because I take in all that's around me, I often will take like this act of my husband coming and needing my attention. I wonder if perhaps that's something that you're experiencing, that the demands on you weigh you down, that maybe you're not understanding in totality the journey you're on. Maybe between this Three of Swords and the Four of Wands, where you celebrate, somewhere in between there, you find the ability to have a different perspective, transmute the energy that feels like a thorn, feels like, you know, a burr in your skin or a splinter, pulling that out and examining it so that you can be in a place of joy, happiness. What these cards here say to me is, you know, on the journey of your own enlightenment, bringing forward what is truly for you, And it's not this monkey brain. This is not feeling sorry for yourself. It is not your emotional entanglements. It is about stepping forward stronger, to be more decisive, to understand your journey, what you contain within yourself, that's that essence, that light, that vibration, and allowing it to step forward and be in a place of resonance, joy, purpose even. And then we have the King of Wands, who is decisive. He knows that, every experience has a purpose. He knows that he can fight, or he could just sit back and observe and understand. Highly intuitive. He trusts the journey that he's on. He trusts where he is heading because he knows he brings it to him. He is in that state of energetic elevation, if you will, to attract that what he needs. And he has already learned how to release the distortions in his life or her life. Let's get some clarifiers. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. I love it. Love tarot. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. Palace of Swords. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Coins and the Nine of Swords. I love it. This is huge, Scorpio. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Coins and the Six of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck is the Strength card. That's expansion, not in brute force like I was saying here. This is, there's a grace about this card. Understanding that you can get what you want, what you desire, and it doesn't have to be forceful. This, to me, strength is about standing in that higher elevation, the awareness of what we put out energetically to the external world is what we get in return. Law of attraction. We put out hate, we get hate. We put out smiles, we get smiles. In its most primitive form, if you will. But that's this, you understanding that, you don't have to run out and be like a lion. It's like taming that beast inside of us. Balancing it out and saying, no, we could sit back and we can kind of look at things and, no, okay, there must be a reason something's transpiring. So let's see if we can unpack it and be okay with whatever's transpiring, because we know naturally things will come to us and we will grow. We have, we have the Three of Wands. It's clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords in reverse. The past, Scorpio, has been challenging. Challenging for you to learn that process of grace, I want to say. But you're coming to a reconciliation, if you will, with yourself, and you're understanding that it doesn't have to be difficult. That's that epiphany. It feels here like you're walking away from the past and moving into the future, more aware of who you are, aware of how you intellectually have perhaps created circumstances in your life that were really challenging, and it prevented you from learning and growing and even communicating. This gives you strength, grace, independence. It gives you an opportunity to dedicate, I want to say, your passions on yourself, for yourself, by yourself. That's beautiful. We have the Eight of Wands. That's clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Palace of Swords in the upright. And this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying. Is in the past, what came to you was not nurturing. The Queen of Cups in the upright speaks of nurturing. That's that Ten of Swords. But when you put it in the reverse, what it says to me is that you are now learning and expressing Palace of Swords, like basic laws of attraction. If you bring forth something that is not nurturing to you, well, there could be a lot of sharp edges there. It comes and it, I want to say, bites you in the ass, causes pain. But on the flip side of that, on the opposite polarity, is that you now understand your home, your body, all that you are, nurturing yourself, what you put out comes forward, really does put you in a completely different level playing field, if you will. It brings you to this resonance of joy. I like that for you. Moving on to the future, we have the Three of Swords with the Ace of Coins and the Nine of Swords in reverse. And that just really reflects here that you see that your own personal fears were not nurturing, did not lift you up. But when you release those fears for exactly what they are, just monkey brain, confusion, lack of understanding, when you release that, your energy within you changes. It allows you to connect to that natural, innate person that you are. That beautiful, intuitive, dedicated individual, decisive even, strong. There is a grace about you. You feel independent. This almost feels like a rebirth. Did I say that already? Yeah, there is success here. The number 6 is here. Success in the action that you take and what you communicate to yourself. what you dedicate your actions to, rebuilding the structures of your mind and how you think about who you are. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Coins in reverse and the Six of Cups. And that's you coming right out, Scorpio. Your hopes, your dreams, looking back, trying to make sense of it. And here the Queen of Coins, who grows all sorts of things, right? She starts with a seed and grows and grows and grows. It's upside down. Maybe within your past you didn't have somebody who you could rely on, who was resourceful, who helped build you up. What I feel for you here is that although you may not have had that when you were a child, you are rebuilding that aspect within yourself, for yourself, lifting up to a higher vibration, which is really beautiful. And there's a celebration here. This really does feel like a bit of a rebirth. You learning about how the lack of nurturing in your past really created this distortion that we spoke of. And moving forward, you can close that out and really step into your strength of who you truly are. I really like this reading, Scorpio. It's beautiful. King of Wands, Two of Cups, the Wheel, and the Nine of Cups. I love this. You are enough. This is you. Someone who is in touch with themselves. Intuitive. They trust what they have within them moving forward. They've learned a great deal about themselves. And we see that depicted here in the Two of Cups. Bringing your essence together to connect. Mind, body, soul. Looking at your shadow. Understanding the triggers that you have had throughout your life and now understanding them, coming to terms with it. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You are on the right track, Scorpio. You have come to this point as it was meant to be. Everything goes in cycles. You're entering a cycle of strength, healing, celebration, and joy. A partnership with yourself because you are enough. That's beautiful. I absolutely love that. Let's see. Strength. Yeah. Ten of Cups, Palace of Coins, and Ten of Wands. And Nine of Cups. You are enough. Nine of Cups. You are enough. You are expanding your view of yourself in a beautiful way, Scorpio. We have Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Jupiter, Saturn. You are pushing those boundaries. And your light is shining through. Family, friends. They will see the light within you. You are a beacon of hope for others. Palace of Coins. Heaven on earth. I feel like this Ten of Wands, this journey of the wounded warrior is over. that you're taking action to take those bricks that you built your life on and looking at each one and saying, okay, is this good for me? Yes, put it back. Take another one out. Is this one good for me? Nope. Getting rid of it. And then replacing it with something that you found. Albeit, you know, what you put out to the external world, what you receive. You're taking out that one brick of hate and anger, throwing that out and taking a brick of love, acceptance, inclusivity, and putting that back. And you're just building and building and growing. You are healing. Nine of Swords. You are healing the aspects of yourself that perhaps you were afraid to do, but now you're not. Something may very well be revealed to you. I'm getting like moon energy, 2 9s. A scary communication I'm getting. Don't ask me why. Let me just look. 3 of Swords in reverse. I like that. All right, we're going to leave it there, Scorpio. Thank you so much. Please be well. Peace.